Hello, John Fisher here. Thanks for checking out my YouTube channel, and thanks for subscribing and liking and all that stuff. So this is flute lesson number 4, and I'm just going to continue on with the E pentatonic and introduce some of the blues notes into that, some embellishments like trilling, passing notes, and we're going to add 2 more notes to that scale on the upper end there, on the 3rd octave, the high D and the high E. Okay? So the first thing is to go on to YouTube and find a good E blues shuffle. Like I was saying, the E pentatonic can be used in E minor, in the key of G, or E blues. So let's try last time we were doing E minor, let's try E blues. So it's a major chords played, but you're still playing the E pentatonic, which is the minor. You don't play G sharp, you play G. So it's minor 3rd from E to G. So it's it's based on the minor scale, and it goes with the blues. It's what gives that bluesy sound. All right, so here I've got blues shuffle guitar backing track TV to give a shout out to the people that created this, and it's a fun little shuffle, and you can play along. So some of the things that you can do when you're adding embellishments is trills. So trilling is just going quickly from one note to the other. There's trill keys set up on the flute to make it easier to go from certain notes. And you usually trill between harmonic tones, harmonic to the scale that you're playing in. But sometimes for effect, you wouldn't. You would maybe use semitones and that sort of thing if you want more of a dissonant sound or excitement and that sort of thing. So you can go from E to G and trill, G to A, or A to B. Some notes are going to be hard to trill. B to D, B to D in the 2nd octave. That's going to be more difficult. Even D to E, depending on how well you can move that ring finger in the right hand. So yeah, so you can get some nice effects doing trilling. The other thing is what's called grace notes. They're just quick notes that you play before you play the main note. So if you're going to play B, you might just grace it quickly with a B flat to B. Or the A, you would grace it quickly with an A flat to A. So you usually go from below to the note, semitone below to the note. A semitone is, okay, to explain semitones. So hopefully you know what a semitone is. On a piano, it's going from a white note to a black note, or it's the smallest distance on a piano between 2 notes. So sometimes it's B to C, that's a semitone, or C to C sharp, D to D sharp, but it can be E to F, so those are 2 white notes. But it's the shortest distance between 2 notes in Western music. In East Indian music, they have quarter tones and half tones and stuff like that. But anyway, on the piano, base it on the piano, a semitone is the shortest distance between 2 notes. So a tone would be from B to C sharp, or D to E, because there's a note in between. So if there's a note in between, it's called a tone. If there's no notes in between on a piano, it's called semitone. Okay? So you can actually play on the B flat. It's one of the notes in the blues scale, and B minor, like if you're playing E blues. So instead of gracing up to the B, you can go right to it. So if you're gonna play that as constantly throughout your jamming or your piece or whatever, you can put your thumb directly on the B flat key and just hold it there while you're playing all your other notes, and that'll be one way that it's always there. But if you're going to be going from B flat to B, then keep it on your B key. So there's different ways you can play the B flat. You could play it if you're coming at it from F. If you're playing F, then you take off your G and A. That's a B flat there. So you got your thumb on the back, your first finger, your index finger of your left hand on the first, well, it's the second key, but it's the first one that you play. And then you miss one, and then you got your G and A. So that's B flat. You can also use the trill key, this little key here, and that creates B flat, or you can put your thumb on at the back. So for trilling or for a quick grace note, I always use the trill key. It's quick and fast there. And then if you're going from A flat to A, you've got your pinky, your fourth finger of your left hand on the trill key there. Okay, so that's A flat to A flat to A. So you lift up the G key as well. So A flat to A. And that can be a... Then you can go from G to A or A to B as a grace note, like... E flat to E. So E flat is starting with your pinky of your right hand, and then your fourth finger, 3, 2, 1, and then your thumb is down, and 1, 2, 3 of your left hand. So that is E flat, and then you can go to from E flat to E. Grace that. I gotta warm up. And then I wanted to introduce the high D and the high E now as part of this pentatonic scale. So high D is only on your right hand, only your fourth finger, your pinky finger is on that note. And in your left hand, you've got on the G key, the A key, and then your first finger, your index finger is off, and your thumb is on the back. Okay, so that's high D. So middle D would be, so there's your high D. And then high E is, so there's middle E, so you just take off your ring finger of your left hand. So you take off the G note. Okay, and the other ones are the same. So you got your baby finger, your second finger on the E key, the F key, and off on the G. You got your A and your B, and your thumb is on the back on the B key. Okay, and that's high E. So the first two E's are the low and the middle are the same. And that one's easy to do, the E flat to E. It sounds good. It's a grace note. So those are grace notes, and then So those that's using the grease notes. So let's jam along. This is E major, but you're going to still be using the same 5 notes, the pentatonic scale. When you play G instead of the G sharp with the key of E, it gives it that blues sound. So you're playing in a minor against the major, and that's what gives it that bluesy sound. So some things I'm going to add to it, to what we did last time. Just to recap, we learned E, G, A, B, D, and E, and then we went up the octave, G, A, and B. We haven't learned the high D and the high E, so I guess I'll go over that today as well. From the A to the B, that's very natural to put a trill in there. So that's a natural place to put a trill, and it's easy to do right there. So for beginner flutists, that's a good trill to learn. Then the other thing is with the blues scale, with the E pentatonic, you can add the B flat. So you're on B, and you're going to the A. You can use what's called a passing tone, and you go from B to the B flat to the A. Or if you're going A, you can call it A sharp to B if you want. If you're going up. I gotta warm up. I gotta warm up doing that. So if you're on the B, and then you use a passing tone like the B flat. So that's A, B, B flat, A. So the B flat becomes another note that you can use and makes it, especially if you're doing blues. Rather than just the pentatonic scale, you can add that B flat in there. Okay, so thanks for checking out my channel. I hope you enjoyed this flute lesson. Take care, everybody. Thanks. Okay, so we've got this. I found this jam tracks on YouTube in E blues. So you're wondering, okay, so now you've got your 5 notes, and you're wondering, okay, now how do I know what to play, and what do I play? So one thing that you can do is try to think of a melody that you would sing, come up with some words, and how it, like if you're listening to this, I got the blues in the morning, I got the blues at night. So yeah, just try to think in your head how you would sing some words to that, and that could give you a start to what to play. And so try to come up with melodies, make it melodic. You can make it rhythmic. So if you want to do rhythmic things, you can do rhythmic things. If you want to just stick with a melody idea, stick with a melody idea. But you can play any of those 5 notes, and it's going to work. And then we introduce the B flat. Okay, and then some grace notes, the E flat or D sharp to E, or the E flat to E, and then the A flat to A, B flat to B, and just have some fun with it. Just try to jam along. So I'll just jam a little bit, and you can pick up some things from what I'm doing if you like. Okay, I'll start this back at the beginning. Sorry. Yeah, so just try to keep it simple and focus on little licks and melodies and have fun with it. Okay, thanks. Take care. So thanks for subscribing and liking the video and sharing it, and check out my originals on this channel. And okay, thanks for coming by. Thanks. Take care. If you like the video, please subscribe, please like it, and please share it. That would be awesome. Okay, all the best to you. Thank you.